Everyone just needs to go buy some plants.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But before we leave, I just wanted to finish with, like, how do you, with your clients, but also with yourself, and this is something, like, what's the tension you hold between, like, social media and social connections, but as you sort of, we mentioned before, actually the community connection of going to yoga, going to a physical meditation group, like, and the importance of having both and not, finding your mentors or everything so solely on digital.
Mm-hmm.
How does that play out for you?
Yeah, I love that you asked that question, because that's actually a conscious shift I've been making in the last several months, because I was very tunnel vision on, I'm building this online business because I want to travel the world.
Yeah.
And I know that one day I want to have an in-person practice and maybe online stuff too. But I know at some point in time, when I'm ready to settle down, all that stuff, I want to have like a home, right? Like a physical home that I see people in, and there's work, like beautiful spiritual work done there and all sorts of things. But I was like tunnel visioned and like, okay, but I want to travel the world, and an online business is the way to do that. So I'm going to do this thing. And so working with people and like, okay, how do I build an online business? What do I do? What do I need to do? And just like, so in that I was actually not nurturing my in-person connections.
Yep.
And I wasn't nurturing like, seeing an actual physical healer in person, or, having just a night with my girlfriends making dinner.
Yep.
Like I wasn't doing that stuff.
Yeah,
it was very much business, my relationship at the time, traveling the world, go.
Yeah.
And so the whole experience I had in August just made me really look at things and be like, whoa, I need to cultivate more of a balance.
Yeah.
Because I am, like I mentioned, I'm introverted. I like my time by myself.
Yeah.
So honestly, running an online business serves me in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because I can be, in my own space with a plant next to me, with sage, with a candle, and I can just do my own work in my own space, and I like that. But then finding the balance between, okay, now you need to go and like go right to a women's circle, or go see someone, or organize a date with some friends, because like you need to be the one to do that. Finding that balance has been something I've really been looking into a lot lately. And honestly, when you put the intention out there of like, I'm ready to balance my life out a little bit more, I'm ready to call in some good relationships and nurture that, like it happens really quickly. So I think it's first the awareness of like when you're out of balance and like, okay, I need a little bit more of this, I need a little bit more of that. Tension's out there. I'm going to put some energy into it. I'm going to take action, and then it'll happen for you.
And do you think, Shannon, that's sort of also serving you for, if you did want to travel the world and be sort of mobile with your business, that when you've got that balance sorted a bit more, that you'll actually enjoy the trip a bit more, because you'll have the practice of going out and meeting people and getting out and enjoying it. Because there's no point traveling to Europe, for instance, if 90% of what you're going to do is going to be on a device inside. Like that's
right.
You know what I mean? So it's sort of like, no, you've got to get good at this as well. Like, is that what you sort of saw?
Yeah. And then I also, but that's also a reason why I think that online, social media, all that stuff is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, because like for me, a lot of my travels, I want to do India, I want to do Thailand, I want to do Australia, I want to do Japan. And so finding people who live in those places and connecting with them ahead of time, and just knowing there's people out there, and like when I know I'm going to go next year, having people I can reach out to even for recommendations, or hey, I'm coming, can I meet up with you? Like that's going to be really valuable. But then also knowing like I'm in Colorado right now, I'm in Denver until at least September of this year. And so honoring that and cultivating like tribe and community here at the same time.
Perfect. I'll let you go, because it's been a great hour. For people that aren't following you, or want to get a bit more information about what you do, because I gather you do coach globally.
I
do. I think especially for the people in Australia that listen to this, so where can people find you and contact?
So I would say best place to kind of find me and check out the work I do would be either on Instagram, and that's just my name, at Shannon Keating, or I run a Facebook community. It's like a closed Facebook community called Unmasked Women. Perfect. And that's on Facebook, and I do a lot of live trainings in there. I'm like interacting with people in there. So you can kind of get a feel for my work in both of those platforms. But then if you want to chat with me more like one-on-one and reach out and connect, then either shoot me a message on Instagram or send me an email to shannon@nutritionuplifted.com.
Perfect, Shannon. I appreciate it. It was great. It was a great insight into what you do, and also, the work that's gone into yourself to get you to where you are. So I think it was a really beautiful conversation.
Thanks, Luke. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Okay, so I hope you like that. I hope you like Shannon. It was a really cool conversation. She spoke well. She gave me space to speak, and we got some really good questions out of it that she answered with real authenticity. But I feel that as a listener, you would have taken some really good notes and got some good stuff away from that podcast. So I really do hope you liked it, and I do encourage you to go and check out more of Shannon, where she mentioned you can find her at. So have a great week. Look after yourself. Take care. And really, my message for this week is start to take some steps on the inner self. Start to look at you. Even if you just start to journal in the mornings, and just what's called auto write. Just write down the feelings. It's a practice, and the more you practice it, the better you get, the deeper you can go, and the more you're going to unlock. And that's my advice for today. So take care. This is Conscious Conversations. My name's Luke McLean, and look after yourself.